And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the field goal on his Locke Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll buy some time right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. First carry for James Conner, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Herbert. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert looking deep for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 23 yards, the final tally. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Justin Lane on the tackle. First and goal, Chicago.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Second and 10. The screen pass here to Cullen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal. On third down, a run with Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They got 8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a fourth and goal from a ways out. This situation in the fourth quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Ready? 60 yards. 45. Watch the run. Watch the run. Let's go.
On the draw, counter. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. From there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Hey.
At the Bears' 49
Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. There's a party now. Whoa. Check 45.
Second and 6. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Charlie, 64, weak. Hey, zoom.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
45. Hey, orbit. Mike, 45. You ain't doing nothing today. You go.
They'll drop the throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Steven Nelson. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. Second and 1. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Ready? 18 Gator. Squeeze.
This is Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Bravo.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Bears.
This quarterback now just 2 of 5 since coming on, but he does have a first down here. From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. When we talk a lot about pregame speeches, what are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown. You got cute, son. He took you to school.
Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, watch it, watch it. 6-6, pull it high. Yes. Motion. Mike's 50. Hey, exit. Crunch time, defense. Mike's 50. Time to go, Nate. Go.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
You ain't going nowhere.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give running right is counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
from the gun on third down. Herbert, they'll find Miller. That's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Box drop, box drop. Turkey's the mark. Let's go, D. Gonna be a long day, offense. Come. Gonna be a long day.
On first and 10, Herbert, and he completes it to Cohen. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They come out here in the I. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a run with Edwards. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is third and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's now 4th and goal.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some room to run now. And nothing but daylight ahead. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
50, Mike, 50. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Herbert. This is Gabriel out on the left side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Herbert finding Gabriel, complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. There we go. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Deep river.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, he completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Ready. Watch it. Protein spill. I got you, son. Alert. Ready. 2.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Mike 55. Mike 55. It's been a long day for you. Watch twins. You're out. Sponge. No. Get.
They try again with Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Javon Hargrave there on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Joseph on for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, the run is countered, and he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Bears, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop down.